another episode of Battling Depression in LA. And this episode is going to be a little bit different than the others because this episode is more of a therapy session. And I say therapy session because I know, and let's hop right into the tea. We're not going to do all the intro and all that special stuff like jazz and all that jazz and jazz fingers, spirit fingers, and all that. In past videos, I talked to you guys about the benefits of therapy and getting into therapy if you're somebody who's dealing with depression, or if you're just somebody who feels like they need somebody to talk to, you're not getting your thoughts out enough, you're bottling shit in like a Pepsi bottle that you've shaken up and you want to like pop it open and drink it, but you know it's gonna spray and bust in your face. Not like that. Get your mind out of the gutter. And yeah, I told you guys that I was doing that and that, I was enjoying it and that it had helped me and that, I was recommending it to other people and I still do. To update you, I stopped going to therapy. Voluntarily, it wasn't nothing bad or anything like that. And I'm going to tell y'all why and, spill the tea. So, I feel like Kevin is going to start crying. So, basically what happened was I was in therapy and there was this, and it could just be the specific therapist, y'all. My therapist just said a couple things that just rubbed me the wrong way. And then also, I feel like my therapist gave me some really bad advice. And for people who are out there like, bitch, you're grown. You could have did whatever you wanted to. I could have, but bitch, I took his advice and it was the wrong advice. And I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like therapists just have a duty to, I don't know. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I'll go deeper into it and we'll talk. So this episode, I'm just going to talk about, bitch, everything. I'm going to spill all the tea. I'm going to basically talk about the shit that I would be talking about if I was in therapy. Because I'm like, why would I pay to talk to somebody who maybe doesn't care when I can just talk to some of my YouTube loyal people and everybody who I'm going to talk about in this video and doesn't watch these videos, so I'm not worried about spilling the tea about anything that I need to talk about. And also, I'm not being malicious or mean when I say any of the shit that I'm about to say. It's just me talking about the shit that I would talk about in therapy, but not in therapy anymore, so I'm gonna talk to y'all. And a lot of the times these videos help people. I've gotten DMs like, sis, I watched your video. I went through that too. I did this, and that. Or, child, your video gave me strength to do this, and that. I was thinking about doing this, but I did that instead because of your video. So I make these videos for you, people who watch. So, child, I want to talk about some of the things that I've been doing as far as holding myself accountable. Now, not being in therapy, child, has been hard because it's like I'm not talking about shit. I'm just back to bottling it in and just working through it internally. And that has been good and bad. Child, has been bad in the sense that I still am depressed and I still have, times where I get like really low and just kind of isolated in that mood. And it's been really good in the fact that I've been identifying the things that I need to do. Not so much as like, oh, this person is doing this to me or that person treats me like this. But focusing more so on what do I need to do, bitch? What can you do to make your life better? What can you do to not be depressed, bitch? Because you're the one who has to do it. I do feel that I've been doing amazing at realizing that, child. I've been taking accountability for myself, child. Holding others accountable for their shit and their bullshit and pulling cards. I forgot to take my cards out, but pulling cards when I need to pull cards, which is what I'm about to do now. And just working my way through certain trauma. If I find myself going through something, working my way through it. Finding a different outcome other than being depressed, going home and being alone, isolating myself, getting in that kind of mood. So some of the shit that I want to talk about the good shit first before we get into like the problem areas. And the good shit is people. Everything right now that I'm dealing with is people. As far as my weight loss, child, I stepped on the scale the other day and saw that I was 10 pounds lower than what I was the last time I stepped on the scale, which was a couple months ago. So I was happy to see that. Now I feel like very motivated to just keep that going. I know what I need to do, bitch. It's not hard. Like I just can do it over these next 6 months. So that plan, bitch. You gotta have plans and look forward to shit. So I know what I need to do there as far as going to the gym. I ride my bike to work every day, or to the train, which is, you know, a good ride, and riding back in the heat, trying to sweat my ass off, melting away these pounds in no time. So I'm not worried about that. One big thing that I am dealing with is the relationship shit. I try not to think about it, y'all, but I want to be in a relationship. We talked about it. Not going to talk about it into detail. I want a relationship. Still don't have one. Still looking. It'll come when it comes. That's what I keep telling myself. It's not as easy. It's easier said than done, but that's what I keep telling myself. It'll come when it comes. So people, friends, child, is some of the shit that I've been dealing with. And like I said, I want to start off with the good first, and then make my way into whatever else I need to just talk about. So I want to start off, and like I said, I'm not gonna say everybody's name in this video. Even if I did, the people who I'm talking about don't watch these videos, so it doesn't matter. This is for my YouTube viewers. So Barnsey, I want to start off with Barnsey because, like I said, I want to start off in a good place. Barnsey is literally the nicest person that I've met in LA. And I've said that before about other people, but I realized that Barnsey is literally the nicest person that I've met in LA. The one thing that I love about Barnsey is that he always greets people with hugs. Like, that is very rare. I love people who greet people with hugs. I don't always do it, but I think that it says something about that person, and that little tiny little piece of human interaction could be the only interaction some people get. So it makes me feel good. It makes others feel good to, you know, be greeted with a hug and just greeted with that positive feel. I had to get on myself a couple weeks ago because I found myself getting mad at Barnsey because I was just like, damn, like, I fuck with Barnsey, that's my guy. And I was like, damn, I wish Barnsey invited me out more to hang out with him. Like, even if it was just like, I'm going to this rooftop shit, you trying to roll. And I just go and not even be with him and his friends. I just walk around looking for me somebody. And I was like, I wasn't mad, but I just found myself like getting like kind of sad about it and just kind of like distancing myself for like a day or so. And then I was just like, bitch, no, like, you know, Barnsey's hurt. Like I said, he's the nicest person I know out here. I know that he actually like truly fucks with me and cares about me. So I got that shit together real quick. I was like, child, nah, that's Barnsey, child. Get over it. Like, I know it's hard. There's been times where he hit me like, bitch, you want to go to Roscoe's? Let's go to the movies. Like, and we just have a really good time, like a really fun time. I enjoy his company. I enjoy his friendship. He looks out for me, child, like nobody else does. And I actually believe that he's actually doing it. So I fucks with Barnsey for those reasons. And yeah, like I said, I had to get that shit together because I was like, child, you will not be mad at Barnsey. Even if he doesn't invite me out, I still know his heart, child. He has hella friends, so like I understand that he's super busy because like he has a whole bunch of friends, child. And child, he's attractive, so the ladies want him too. So child, when I get time with him, I get time with him. But I just wanted to say that I enjoy him as a friend, and like I just enjoy him looking out for me. Adriana, child, that's my sis. I always say that sis can get away with murder with me because there's nothing that she could do that would make me like look at her in a negative way or a bad way. And I say that because there was this one night where I was like going through like a little thing of depression. I was texting her like probably some scary shit. And somewhere in between there I fell asleep, and child was woken up by banging on the door, and it was the building manager like, Daryl, there's somebody here to see you. Child, I'm waking up sleep. You know how you wake up and you're disoriented, boggled, child. And I opened up the door and it was Sakara, Gio, and Adriana. And I'm like, child, you stopped answering. We got scared, so we had to come over here. We found, and just that whole night just let me know that like that was like truly somebody in my life that I like have to hold on to, at all costs. Protect. You know how they say protect Betty White, child, because she's the last living golden girl, child. Protect Adriana at all costs. Protect the friendship with Adriana at all costs is something that I'm constantly thinking. Just because like I love that she looks out for me and she just puts that foot on my neck when I need that foot on my neck. Like a couple weeks ago I was feeling like super depressed over one of my friends who's been treating me like shit, and she was just like, child, she was like, don't you dare fuck up your progress over this motherfucker. Like, if you notice that his ass is acting this way and acting funny after you've been doing shit, fuck him. Like, you've been doing too good to let this shit. She's just put me in my place. She said some shit that I didn't need to hear, and she's done that a lot, and we've done that for each other. And like, there's been times where she hit me up and she's like, I feel this way, I feel that way, and I'm giving her advice too. One thing that and this is a little side note to my people with depression, one thing that we have to make sure that we do is that we have to make sure that we're there for our friends just as much as they're there for us. And I'm very aware of that, y'all. I'm like, okay, Adriana never treats me mean or anything like that. I know I get on her nerves sometimes because I'm like depressed and like she wants me to be happy. Nothing that she said is just something that I know for myself. But damn, I lost my train of thought. But she just, I don't know. She just, oh yeah, we have to be there for our friends, y'all. I try to make sure that if my friends need advice or my friends want to talk to me, Daryl, can you go on a walk with me? Daryl, I need to talk to you about this. D, can you help me with this? Oh, I know you do this. Can you? Like, I just try to be available in whatever way I can, y'all. If I can plan something, oh, I'm going to Big Bear for my birthday, come. Like, I try to invite people and just show them that, yes, I am depressed, but once I'm able to beat that, there is this really happy person underneath that. So that's a little side note to my people. Just be there for your friends. You know, try to be there as much as you can for them as well. But yeah, Adriana, like I said, sis can get away with murder. She's like one of the only, not the only female, but one of the only women, I hate to say females, one of the only women who is in my life right now that I fully and wholeheartedly trust. I don't doubt her at all. There's no doubt in my mind about her. And yeah, so I appreciate her for being in my life and just being that rock and friend to me. Plenty. Curtis. Plenty. I love Plenty because he comes and says hi to me every day. Even if he's only doing it because he's coming to say hi to somebody else and I just so happen to be on the way. Fuck, people who acknowledge me just make me feel good. And not saying that I can't acknowledge him. If I see him, obviously I'm going to speak too. But I have some friends who I don't talk to all day, child. They don't say shit to me. Will walk right past me in the hallway and not say nothing. And then message me on the U chat like, hey, are you at work? Like, yeah, you just saw me. Or maybe you didn't see me, but I'm sure you didn't. But yeah. So that's why I like Plenty so much. Like, he actually takes the time to acknowledge my presence as a friend. And like I said, he's been there for me when I was going through some shit. And whenever he needs me to sit in line for some of his shoes, I sit in line for his shoes. So it goes hand in hand with me. Like, I feel like if I'm giving 100%, bitch, you can at least give me 50 and I'll be happy with 50. If I'm giving 100 and you're giving 20 or 0, what the fuck what are you really doing for me? So now, those are the main people I just want to address. I love Peanut. Peanut was there for me when I was on my leave. Child, she was texting me every motherfucking day like, hey, just checking on you, good morning. Wanted to make sure you're okay. Hey, here's a couple options for things that you can look into. So that's my iyanla. That's my soul sister, as I've always said. It did bother me to hear about during my leave that certain people who were there, you know, getting all of my tea and collecting all of my thoughts were going back and then making fun of me about it. And it blew me about that. I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to address things. But that did blow the fuck out of me because, like, I'm a very genuine person. People who don't know this about me is that I go by energy and I go by karma and I go by the universe and all of that. I do believe in God, obviously, but I also believe in the power of the universe and karma and treating people good. So I'm always trying to treat people good. I may fuck up every now and then mistakenly. We all do. But for the most part, I always lead with love and positivity for the most part, even though I'm depressed. As far as what I treat other people and being there for them and stuff like that. So I hated to hear that people were going back and like collecting my tea only to go back and have a conference about it and talk shit about it and make fun of me about it. So I've learned my lesson there, just to hold my tea for myself. And YouTube, if y'all want to get my tea from YouTube, get it from there and then go from there. But I won't ever elaborate to anybody specifically about specific tea. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that really quick before I got into some of my other teas. I want to talk about one of my friends, and I've talked about this on the other shows. I'm not going to say names. So this has been the biggest one of two or three of the biggest thing that's keeping me depressed right now that I've broken free from recently. And I'm gonna tell y'all the whole story, and it's gonna be good. So, what happened was I had a friend, and okay, so look, when I got to LA, I had no friends. So I was doing everything by myself. When I got to my job, I didn't have any friends. So I, you know, met people there, and also I just, did everything by myself because I live in LA by myself. I don't have any friends. I don't have any family. I have one cousin who lives in Encino who's like she's in her 40s and a doctor. So like I can't kick it with her, It's not like my cousin's back home. I can be like, hey, cousin, let's go to the club. Like, ah. So I'm alone. It's just me. So the first, and I've had friends before this person came into my life, but the first friend, and when I say friend, I mean this person was inviting me out every weekend. Even if we didn't talk at work, I would get a call. Sis, what are we doing? Like, where are we going this weekend? What are we eating, or where are we going for a club? Hey, me and my friends from high school are hanging out. It wasn't like a thing of just, oh, the people that we surrounded with are hanging out, come. It was, oh, no, me and my friends and my family are hanging out. I want to involve you in that. That kind of person came into my life. So that made me so happy. Like, I wish I wouldn't have said shit, because that was when I was so happy. Like, I was going out, bitch. I was dancing. I was getting my drink on. I was just having fun. I was allowing myself to have fun. And it's not like I've never done that, but I was just doing it, and I wasn't thinking about anything else. So, having that person in my life, I developed feelings. And when I say feelings, and when I say like I fell in love with them, I don't mean love as in like I want you to be with me, I want you to date me, I want you to be my boyfriend, I want you to hold my hand, I want you to introduce me to your family at Thanksgiving, I want you to propose in front of my family at Christmas. It wasn't anything like that. What it was I love the fact that you include me in your life. You're not like these other people who will have conversations with you and love you supposedly so much, but won't even invite you out, or won't say hi to you when they see you in passing, or won't think to, oh, I'm going to a barbecue today. I wonder if Daryl might want to come. I know he ain't got no friends or family. Let me invite my sis. That's the kind of love that I had for sis. And I guess maybe I didn't get to explain it well enough. Because like and that's the thing, my therapist was like, because I spend a lot of my therapy talking about this person. Like, this person makes me happy. I'm so happy to have this person in my life, but I'm so confused about just these dumbass feelings that I'm having. And I'm like working through it, and I'll get over it eventually. But, yeah. So the therapist was like, I think you should tell him. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And he was like, I think you should. Like, the way you describe him, I think that he'll understand. He's your friend. You tell me how much he cares about you and calls you his best friend, and oh, if anybody ever fucks with you, I got your back. Oh, if you're fighting, I'm fighting, type shit. Like, oh, I'm going to Chicago, you should come. Like, Chicago's an amazing city. Oh yeah, I'll go to Chicago. Like, those kind of fun conversations that I was having with my best friend. And so I'm like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that, sis. And he's like, Daryl, just do it. I challenge you to do it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take your advice and I'm gonna do it. And that's why I fucked up, because I know my first mind. The thing is with me, I'm always telling myself, follow your first mind, girl. And I did not follow my first mind when my first mind said, no, I'm not gonna tell him that. Because while yes, you may see, oh, he's this nice person, and I see that he is too, there's also that when you flip that coin like Joker did in not Joker, but Two-Face did in Batman, bitch. There's a heads and a tails, ho. So the heads is, yeah, he'll make, oh, dude, I'm flattered, bro. I love you too. Like, you're always gonna be my friend. That's all I wanted. Like, I'm always gonna be there for you. No tea. Don't feel embarrassed. But there's that other side that could be like, the fuck? Fuck you. Fucking faggot loving me. Excuse my language. And he didn't say that, but I'm just saying that's what it comes off as. There's that side. So, against my better judgment, I decided to tell this person, like, there was this situation that happened. Go back and watch some of the other videos, the Battle of Depression in LA videos. I'd explain what happened. And there was this shit that happened where, like, actually, no, I had to talk about this. So there was this night where Sis's bae was in town, and Sis hit me up like, hey, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, I'm just chilling, nothing much. What are you doing? It was a Sunday. And sis was like, my babe wants to meet you, and I've told her so much about you, and wants to meet you. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't want to do it because like I know I'll be kind of just depressed, and I don't want to get in that headspace. I was like, so I just came up with a little excuse. I'm like, no, y'all have fun. Like, this the first time she back at town. Like, y'all have fun. Go ahead. Sis hit me with the no, like she wants to meet you. Like, seriously, please come. Like, it was like a come type of thing. Like, I really want you to come for me. So for him, obviously, I'm like, yes, I'll come. So I did it, and it was exactly what I fucked up because I drank to try to get through it. But I didn't drink tequila. It's like if I was drinking tequila, I would have been good. I would have been like, hey, okay, sis, I like you. And she was a beautiful girl. She was so fucking nice. If I ever saw her again, I would speak and say hey and give her a big hug. But I had decided to drink Hennessy, child. And we all know Hennessy. When you drink on that anything is possible, child. You may be the life of the party, or you may have the life sucked out of you, and that's what happened to me. So, bitch, I ended up going home that night in an Uber, crying my eyes out, throwing up on the floor of my bathroom, like passed out on the bathroom floor. Next night, I tell the person, I'm like, the reason why that happened was because I have these feelings for you. I'm trying to deal with them. It's nothing serious. I'll get over it. I don't want to be with you. I understand I'm not going to be with you. From that day on, sis hated me. When I say hated me, I mean hated me. All of that. Hey, sis, what are you doing this weekend? You going out? Where are we going to eat this weekend? Where are we going out to party? Stopped. Sis came to the birthday cabin and have fun. There was, like I said, for the most part, in that last video, it was one of them old videos. The whole cabin trip was fun, but there was this one moment where sis was just like, no, and just very standoffish and mean. So I was like, okay, I'm confused. Got back from the cabin, birthday happened. No happy birthday. Sis threw shade because I blocked her on IG because I was accused of stealing. And I was like, me stealing. Like, that pissed me off to say that I stole something. Instead of just coming to me and saying, sis, I want that back. I didn't know that you took that, but I want it back. And I was like, oh shit, my bad. Here you go. So that was the reason why sis was blocked, because all these people were hitting me up like, sis is saying that you stole her stuff. And I'm like, I stole her pictures, like pictures from the cabinet nobody helped me with, that I did all by myself. But okay, I'm like, if it was that serious, you could have just came to me instead of like making it seem like I stole some shit. So that was that. Child, we didn't talk until, that was like November. That happened in November. We didn't become cool again until like February, March. And that was because I got tired of walking past my friend and not talking and not speaking and having this weird ass energy and not understanding why, because I never got a chance to elaborate or talk about anything. So that shit was fucked up to me. It was very fucked up. I'm glad that I had Barnes. I'm glad that I had Adriana, Brendan with the podcast. And I'm just glad that I had other friends to distract me from the fact that that one friend was just like, fuck you, you're dead to me. And I wanted to be dead, y'all. I attempted to be dead and it didn't work. And that's when I knew that like I was really fucking stupid. And so I decided from that point on, after I did that shit and it didn't work, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be the bigger person. So I hit this up. I'm like, I just wanted to apologize for everything that happened back then. That was last year. This is this year. We're cool. Like, I took some time to myself to become a better person, and like, I just miss your presence and stuff like that. And sis was like, yeah, me too. Like, yeah, I did this too. I took some time away to just be a better person too. And yeah, like everything's cool. So in my eyes, everything was cool. So sis' birthday rolls around, I deck it out. Literally deck it out, child. Cause that's my bestie. That's my bestie's birthday. All of my friends' birthdays, I always do shit for them for their birthday. So then shit started to look cute. It was like, oh, you wanna go to lunch? Okay, I'll go to lunch, yeah. Oh, I'm having a party, you wanna come? Oh, I'm coming to your party, yeah. Like, it felt so good to just have that feeling back of just, okay, we're friends, everything is fine, like, it's cool. So in between there, I just noticed that in between the little coolness would still be like some ill, like just this feeling of ill. And it was very just like, okay, I'll be nice. And it was so fucked up because one of my friends was like, is sis only being nice to you because you got her a birthday present? And I was like, no. I'm like, no, I'm like, I actually was offended that she said that. I was like, no. I was like, no, he's not that kind of person. Like, no. And come to find out, I was like, damn, maybe she was right because yeah, that did give me a couple brownie points and a couple invitations to lunch, but like I said, it was still very ill. Anytime I tried to maybe invite sis out to maybe just go chat or grab some lunch or something, it was very just, oh, I'm busy. Oh, I gotta do this with, I can't say that. It's now. I'm gonna do this with so and so, and I'm like, okay, I understand. Like, this is your new bestie now that you don't fuck with me, but the thing that made me laugh was like, where was sis when we were besties? Like, I would have loved to have had a gay friend, another gay friend with us to at least have me be with somebody who was gay and have a friend. But I'm happy that you and your best friend are best friends now. But it was just funny to me because I was like, where was sis when you were hitting me up all the time? That's shade, but I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, he's just very mean to me, child. When sis had her party, it was fucked up. I made sure I was fucked up too, but I made sure to clean up that Airbnb. And I would do that for anybody, but I mean, I'm just like, it's still just very ill. And then the thing that just put the straw on the camel's back, bitch, Pride, bitch. So, child, I worked my ass off for Pride, and like the day of Pride finally had came, and child, put on the show, bitch. I put on a hell of a show. And so we at the party. I'm like, sis. I'm like, okay. I wanna just ask sis, like, if you hate me, just go ahead and tell me. Like, if you hate me, just say it. Like, I would rather you tell me that than me continuously kiss your ass and you just hate me. I'd rather you just say I hate you. I don't fuck with you. And it's nothing personal. I just hate you and I don't fuck with you. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm glad you finally said it instead of just forcing yourself to be nice to me when you don't want to. Don't force yourself to do anything you don't want to do, sis. I wouldn't force myself to eat chitlins. I don't like them, and I'm not gonna force myself to eat a bowl of them with hot sauce. Like it just doesn't make sense. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna invite sis out and I'm gonna just ask him like, do you hate me? And then so like, okay, I understand. So I'm like, hey, what are you doing after? You wanna go grab some ramen? I'm like, okay. He was like, yeah. He was like, we can. I was like a pause. He's like, we can. And he's like, okay. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm drinking, enjoying myself. So a couple minutes later, I go by like, oh, I'm gonna go downstairs and go get somebody. So in my head, when he said that, I'm like, child, he ain't coming back off that. I'm like, he's leaving. I'm like, he's not coming back. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, here goes some wristbands. And so I forgot what happened, but sis left. So I'm sitting up there still dancing. I'm like, sis ain't coming back. So 30 minutes, hour, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours go by. I'm like, still dancing with my friends. Like, I was dead ass right. Sis ain't coming back. And I was like, that's everything I needed to know. I'm like, you said everything you need to say without saying it. I get it. You don't like me. It's cool. I won't fuck with you. I won't bother you. I'll still be cordial, say what's up when I see you. I'm not rude like that. Like I said, I don't treat people bad. I don't give a fuck. Even people who did me wrong, like I would never treat them the way that sis treats me. And it's cool. Like I just would rather you just say that you don't fuck with me, and then I can just really stay out of your way. But it is what it is on that situation. Like I said, I'm always gonna be nice. I'm always gonna be open and inviting. I'm still willing to do all that shit. It's just like, why would I go out of my way to? And then like the thing was, I even told him I was like, I'm gonna hold myself more accountable to invite you out because when we were friends, it was mostly you inviting me out. Not that I didn't want to invite him out. I'm just like maybe he doesn't want to do the shit that I wanted to do. I invited him out one time. He stood me up. Just like totally forgot that I invited him out. So it was like, why do I have to keep wasting my time when it's like you're not interested, you know? So that's cool. This next shit. Now, I said with that person, which is love, like, I like the way you treat me, whatever, you're just nice to me, and that's what I love about you. This other person, this other person is really the death of me, and this is the biggest problem, child. Like, I really love this person. Like, when I say love this person, like, I love them. Like, if God, I don't want to say if God said like I have one person right now, it would be that person because it would really be this other nigga who lives in North Carolina that I fucked with when I was in college. But for the time being right now, it could be that sis. And this is the thing, like, I still remember the first time I saw sis, I was instantly intrigued, like I always am with Q Trade. And and I remember when I first saw this person, I was like, I want to be friends with them. Like, even, I'm like, I know I'm not, even if they were gay, like, I wouldn't have somebody who looks like that. Somebody who looks amazing and cute and just like very attractive would never want me. So it's like, even in that moment, I was like, even if he was gay, like, I'm not gonna have him. So if we could just be friends, I'll settle for that. So sis wasn't gay, obviously, and I'm like, okay, so that's fine. Like, I can be friends with straight dudes. What I should have did was not been friends with sis, and because there's two levels of niggas with me. There's the level of nigga where I'll think I like them, and I'll maybe be infatuated for a couple days, and get over it. Not infatuated, but I'll just have like a little crush. Get over it, bitch. Be like, oh, okay, whatever. That's just Hakeem. Whatever. I ain't thinking about him. That's just Hakeem. And then I guess there's this type of nigga where I just cannot get over, or it just takes a long time to get over it. And I feel like that's what this is, bitch. I'm not gonna cry. I feel like that's what this is because I have tried everything. I've distanced myself. I've forced myself to get into other circles with more people. I've forced myself to stay out of circles with sis. And I mean, I'm fine, but it's just still like that. You know when you have like that little tingling in the back of your head, bitch? It's just that little tingling, bitch. It's annoying. The thing that I hate is that since I love this person so much, I allow them to get away with murder. And when I say get away with murder, I allow them to insult me, child, and I chalk it up to, oh, that's just sis. Like, it's nothing. I allow them to treat me like I don't exist. I allow them to use me for shit. Like, I don't even care about because I'm going to tell my true bitch. I was going to the gym like last year, and I was like, okay. Or and during this time, I was like, what can I do to become friends with sis? And I'm like, we're cool, but like we don't know what you think about each other. We don't have conversations. Like, what can I do to facilitate that? So I'm like, what if I upgrade my gym membership and just casually mention it one day? Sis may want to start coming. And that worked. But then I quickly found out that like, okay, no, that's not gonna facilitate you guys becoming friends. It's gonna facilitate sis having a gym membership, and then now all of her homies go there. So it's kind of like, oh, so and so and so and so are here. See you later. And I'm just like, looking stupid. So that backfired on me. I feel stupid as fuck for that now. I mean, but it is what it is. I'm not paying for it, so I don't give a fuck. It's free. But still, like, it's just like, why do I have to do that? I'm like I said, I'm always making excuses. Sis a couple weeks back said some shit that really pissed me off, and I'm so tired of chalking it up to that's just sis, and like I'll just, laugh it off, water off a duck's back type shit. So I just remove myself from that person and just whatever circles, even if I had to go, I just hang out by myself. Like after work, I just get on my bike and leave, bitch. I'm not waiting for people, and I'm not putting myself in surroundings that make me uncomfortable and don't make me feel good. Like, I hate the fact that surroundings that used to make me feel amazing now don't make me feel good. I would rather get on my bike and just leave and be by myself. I did like going to the gym more when it was just like us two, or like maybe us two and one of our other friends that I really fuck with, Barnesy. But then just everybody and their auntie and grandmama and mama and best friend start coming to the gym. And it's like, I don't want to see all those fucking faces. I want to go to the gym, do what I'm going there to do. I'm not there to socialize and like, I'm not there to make this a fun event. I'm there to work out and leave. So I don't even really like doing that. I'm probably switching gyms to just go somewhere else where I don't have to see people that I've seen all day. I want to go to a gym and not see anybody that I know, bitch. I want to, if I look like a big fat ass sloppy mess, I don't want to see all of my fucking coworkers there and just everybody that I know that I have to see all day already. So yeah, I mean, sis, I don't hang out with them anymore because of that. And I'm not gonna, it's never gonna be a situation, I'm not a confrontational person. I'm never gonna say, you said this and it pissed me off, because the other person doesn't care. It's not me talking to somebody who's gonna be like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't know that hurt your feelings, and you know, I feel bad that I did that. It's not gonna be that. Like if somebody came to me and said, Daryl, when you said this, it pissed me off and it hurt my feelings, I would say I'm sorry, and you know, I didn't mean to do that, and I hate that I did that, and if there's anything I can do to make it up to you, that's me. That's not them. So it's like there's no point in me confronting and bringing up any situation with that person, because that person doesn't give a fuck. And I can't say that they were never my friend, and I can't say that they're a terrible friend, because sis has done better. Sis has been doing a lot better this year. There's been times where sis is like, you want to go grab a drink? And I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, oh, look at you inviting me out, okay. And there's been 2 times recently, even though it correlated with sis's girlfriend being out of town. It was like, oh, do you want to come over for dinner? I'm like, oh, come over for dinner? Me? Just me? Okay. That was really nice. I was so shocked by that. And then, like, even though I haven't been fucking with sis for like the last month, like a couple weeks ago, she was like, hey, on a weekend too, like, hey, what are you doing? I want to come over and check out your new place. And I'm just like, me? You're texting me of all people? That shocked me. So I mean, sis isn't a terrible friend. She definitely has become better this year than she was last year. Like last year I could say sis was a terrible friend. Like it was all me making effort to, it was all me. Sis and her best friend were the clique, and it was this child. Sis and her bestie and me. Last year. I do feel a little bit, like I said, sis has gotten a tiny bit better this year, but tiny bit better compared to the level of friendship that I give isn't good enough for me. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm not stressing it. People are like, oh, he says he's alone now. He's by himself after work. I'm by myself all the time, child. I came here by myself. I'm gonna leave by myself, child. So yeah, it's no tease. I still talk to my sis. I still talk to all of my other sisters that's in the circles throughout the day. So it's not like I'm not talking to my friends just because sis pissed me off and I don't want to be around her. But yeah, we'll see what happens. The thing that I need to do with sis is just stop loving him. Like I just have to stop loving him. That's the solution, and that's up to me. There's nothing on his end. There's nothing on whatever. I'm gonna move on to my other friends. So one of my other friends is battling depression really bad, and me being somebody who's also battling it, I try to give the best advice that I can give, while at the same time not be traumatized by their depression and their kind of like suicidal thoughts and like feelings and stuff like that. The thing that I want that person to do, I want that person to start following some of the shit that I've been doing as far as like holding yourself accountable. Because I used to have this feeling of like, nobody's my friend, all these people don't fuck with me, I'm lonely, I have nobody. And like when you keep saying that shit, you really start to believe it. And it's not true, because I realize like I have Adriana, I have Barnesy, I have Peanut, I have Plenty, I have people on my team, I have so many people. I'm not a lone child. To say I might be lonely, but I'm not alone, or whatever that old saying was, child. So I want you to start looking at things like that. I want you to start coaching yourself through any trauma that you're going through, child. I want you just to believe that people care about you and want to help you, because they do. If you start to say, nobody gives a fuck about me, nobody wants to help me, I want somebody's help and nobody gives a fuck. Like I said, you start believing that shit. I'm telling you, like, I had to really sit down in a room with myself and like realize a lot of the shit and a lot of the narrative that I write in my head isn't the shit that's in reality. It's make believe, child. You know? I want you to start looking at the bright side more, child. Could we get paid more? Yes. Could we have better houses? Yes. Could we have cars? Yes. Could we have fiancés getting ready to get married this year? Yes. In due season, you shall reap if you faint not, child. I tell myself that a lot. If I faint not, child, I will reap all of the blessings that I deserve. And if I keep being nice to people, if I keep being good to people, if I keep trying to right my wrongs like I do, good shit is gonna happen to me. So I want sis to really focus on that because she's fucking talented as hell, bright, has so much to fucking offer. So I just want you to just believe in yourself, sis, and I'm gonna keep telling you you're amazing until you believe it. That's the only way it's gonna happen. What else do I want to talk about? That was it for the most part. Those are the only real things that I've been dealing with for the most part. I'm working towards being a happy, child. So surrounding myself around the people that make me happy, around the people who take the time to acknowledge me, to invite me places, to ask if I want to do something, to come check on me and come visit me every now and then, child. I'm gonna surround myself with people like that because that's what feels good to me and that's what makes me feel good. I'm not gonna do shit that doesn't make me feel good anymore. I'm not gonna focus on things that don't make me feel good. Because I've been doing that for too long and it's not a good feeling. It doesn't feel good at all. It feels kind of bad in my New York voice. Anyway, guys, we will be back with more hot topics and tea, more therapy sessions, child. I will be coming to you at least once a week. I'm gonna come to y'all once a week with the therapy sessions and just fill y'all in on life as it is. They're not always gonna be bad and not always gonna be me spilling teas. It's gonna be some good stuff too, and happiness and sprinkles and sunflowers. Anyway, follow me on my social medias. Deuces.